The MRFA program is going to be a massive $18 to $20 billion deal to procure 114 fighter aircrafts under Buy Global Make in India route. Now the question is, what will India gain after the massive investment of procuring a fighter jet with the help of foreign firms? It will be the local manufacturing and local sourcing of components. However, it will have least impact or least learning in terms of developing the know-how to design a fighter jet. So instead of draining $1 billion on a foreign firm, India must reserve this fund towards the order and development of Indigenous platforms. And Indian government under PM Narendra Modi's leadership has chosen this route. The government has already approved the procurement of 180 LCA Mark 1A upgrade of the first batch of Su-30 MKI, funding for development of LCA Mark 2 and AMCA. There have been no significant updates on MRFA program till date. The last major update on this program was given by Chief of Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary in October 2023. The Chief of Air Staff has stated that Indian Air Force plans to induct 6 squadrons of MRFA in a phased manner. The program would be progressed under Make in India initiative of TAP 2020. Responses have been received from 8 aircraft types. ASQRs are being finalized and detailed interactions with OEM have taken place. OEM commitments for indigenous content of selected category and Make in India provision is being sought. MRFA is envisaged to integrate indigenously developed air-to-air and air-to-ground weapons and being manufactured in India. Even if we consider that MRFA program will go through, it might take a couple of more years for a deal to get finalized and the final approval coming from Cabinet Committee on Security or a government-to-government deal. From the finalization of the deal, it will take further more time to get the delivery of first aircraft under this program. Now, even if we are very optimistic about this deal, we won't see the first aircraft under MRFA before 2030. For reference, let's consider 36 Rafale deal between India and France. In January 2016, India and France signed the Memorandum of Understanding for acquisition of 36 aircraft without finalizing the financial terms of the acquisition. In September 2016, India and France signed an intergovernmental agreement. 3 years later, that is in November 2019, 3 Rafale fighter aircraft have been handed over to Indian Air Force, but in France for training of pilots and technicians. The entire delivery of 36 Rafale completed by December 2022, which is more than 6 years after signing the government-to-government deal. So in best case, even if we consider that MRFA is finalized and deal is signed somewhere in 2026, we can expect the first aircraft only by 2029 in the best case. However, the question is, will Indian Air Force need MRFA at that time? In my opinion, no. The Government of India has sanctioned the funds for upcoming fighter jet programs of Indian Air Force, which are LCA Mark 2 and AMCA prototype development. The LCA Mark 2, which is going to be a much more capable aircraft than LCA Mark 1A, will be ready for production by 2028. In April 2024, Dr. Jitendra Jadhav, the director of AD, has informed Tarmac Media House that we are on full swing on LCA Mark 2 program. All drawings have been released for part manufacturing. The airframe realization and jigs and fixtures are getting ready. The wing of LCA Mark 2 has also been loaded for assembly. The avionics development of aircraft is at very advanced stage and happening in parallel. The AD director is quite confident about development of the airframe and LRUs. He is expecting the first flight of aircraft by September or October 2025. So if we consider another 2 to 3 years for further testing of weapons, sensors and certification of aircraft, LCA Mark 2 will be ready for production by 2028. Now this time almost matches up with MRFA program if it gets approved. We can expect first few deliveries of aircraft under MRFA somewhere in 2028-29 timeline. However, it does not make sense to go for MRFA when an indigenous, much capable and latest platform is ready. LCA MK2 will have a maximum takeoff weight of 17.5 ton with 11 hardpoints, where it can carry nearly 6.5 tons of payload. The aircraft has internal fuel capacity of 3.3 ton. It will feature more powerful gallium nitride based AESA radar, FSO IRST, Unified Electronic Warfare Suite with radar warning receiver and jammers and dual color missile approach warning system. It will have multi-sensor data fusion and net-centric warfare capabilities. Some of the other distinct features of LCA MK2 is going to be advanced avionics with large area display, smarts, heads-up display, fly-by-wire flight controls with upgraded digital flight control computers and indigenous actuators. So these all features which is there in LCA MK2 makes it on par or maybe above any of the 4.5th generation fighter aircraft. The ANI has reported that nearly 200 of LCA MK2 will be ordered by Indian Air Force. Therefore, it does not make sense to spend billions of dollars to buy fighter jets from foreign OEMs and manufacture them in India. Apart from LCA MK2, the development of AMC has also gained the momentum after the sanction of the fund. The critical design review of AMCA was already completed almost a year ago. AD director has told that AMC program is at metal cutting and drawing stage. The AMC development is happening in parallel with LCA MK2 and AD is also confident about the development of this aircraft. The expected timeline for AMC to enter production ready is by 2035.
This was today's update. Please let us know your views on this in comment section. If you like the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind. We'll soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in the defense sector.